when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign when all these things shall be fulfilled? Take heed, lest any man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
So some controversy today from Pope Francis that has people sort of turning their heads a little bit on this one. The leader of the Catholic Church suggesting that the Lord's Prayer, the best-known prayer in Christianity, which is prayed by not thousands, as I said earlier, but 2.2 billion people around the world.
Our step to bolster the cult of Xi Jinping, the Christian minority in the Jiangxi province of southeast China, have been now advised to replace the image of Jesus Christ with that of President Xi Jinping. With that logic, the Jesus Christ would not pull the poor Christians out of their poverty, but President Xi Jinping could. On the back of this logic, the Christian poor in the Jiangxi province have been asked to take down the images of Jesus Christ, the crucifixes and rosary beads, and instead replace them with the posters of President Xi Jinping.
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
Tonight, Ukraine forces hitting Russian positions in the Kharkiv region in an attempt to regain control of their eastern villages. Ukraine claiming to have struck the last of 4 key bridges over the Dnipro River, crippling Russia's ability to resupply its military. It comes after a week of attacks in and around Europe's largest nuclear power plant in Zaporizhia.
And there shall be earthquakes in divers places, and there shall be famines and troubles.
Glenn, scientists say that climate change is making these heat waves more frequent, causing things like droughts and wildfires. Just how concerned should Americans be about the climate crisis right now?
I think they should be very concerned. Pick up the paper, turn on your television. Massive heat wave going from Las Vegas to the East Coast. Boston, multiple days at triple digits, breaking temperature records. The Pacific Northwest, heading into another heat dome. Last year, over 90 people directly or indirectly killed by that. Lake Mead, Lake Powell, 28% capacity. The water that 40 million people depend on, threatened. And then, of course, the wildfires. Over 5 million acres in the western United States has burned already. We might be heading towards another 10 million acre record year. California, in fact, has started off slowly. So everywhere you look, there's reason for concern.
But take heed to yourselves, for they shall deliver you up to councils, and in the synagogues ye shall be beaten, and ye shall be brought before rulers and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them.
Street preachers arrested for spreading hate speech in England, and people attacked for holding worship services at a park in Portland, Oregon. Christians in the West are now experiencing just a small taste of what their brothers and sisters living in restricted countries have experienced for years. And guess what? It's likely to get worse.
We are a nation that has the highest inflation in over 40 years, where the stock market just finished the worst first half of a year in more than 5 decades. We are a nation that has the highest energy cost in its history, and we are no longer energy independent or energy dominant, which we were just 2 short years ago. We are a nation that is begging Venezuela and Saudi Arabia for oil. We are a nation that surrendered in Afghanistan, leaving behind dead soldiers, American citizens, and $85 billion worth of the finest military equipment in the world. We are a nation that allowed Russia to devastate a country, Ukraine, killing hundreds of thousands of people, and it will only get worse. We're a nation that has weaponized its law enforcement against the opposing political party like never before. We've never seen anything like this. We're a nation that no longer has a free and fair press. Fake news is about all you get. We're a nation where free speech is no longer allowed, where crime is rampant like never before, where the economy has been collapsing, where more people died of COVID in 2021 than in 2020. But soon we will have greatness again. It was hardworking patriots like you who built this country, and it is hardworking patriots like you who are going to save our country. There is no mountain we cannot climb. There is no summit we cannot reach, because we are Americans, and Americans kneel to God and God alone. And it is time to start talking about greatness for our country again.
For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Epicenter. He writes about the president of Iran, Ahmadinejad. The president of Iran claims to have visited the 12th Imam, the Messiah, the chief Mahdi that's coming, their Messiah. And he's had visitation from him and said, I have been placed in power by the 12th Imam. This is the Messiah they've been looking for. And I've been told that I was placed in power at this time to create chaos in the world, because the great 12th Imam can't come until there's total chaos in the world. He comes to bring peace in that chaos. And he has boasted to his inner circle, and this has been proven. He has boasted in his inner circle that there are only 3 years at the most before it all ends. Now, he is saying the same things Hitler said, and the world ignored him. And Hitler sent out signals all the time. And now the president of Iran is saying we're going to wipe Israel off the map. And they are already, most believe now that they're already nuclear capable.
And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.